Yo!
What's up, man?
What's good? Hold on, let me get out of this. Give me a second. Y'all give me a second. Y'all know how I do.
Hell yeah, y'all. I'm glad y'all know how he do. I'm glad y'all know how he do. Cause
let me get this right.
This man here, I don't know what in the world. He just be trying, like what Cat Williams said, trying shit. That's you, man.
Man, we trying some new stuff, man.
No, ain't no we. I came over here. I just walked in and Pete got clowns in the background. He got balloon artists, all kind of nonsense, man. He just be waking up with ideas and just be flying off the hip, man. What? Go ahead.
So we trying some new
go
stuff.
ahead. Nah.
Trying some new stuff.
Don't put no we in. We ain't speaking French. Ain't no French in here.
Cash money, yeah. Trying some new stuff.
Nah. Don't put none. I don't want to hear none of that, bro.
Yo, man, we'll perfect it later, but we trying some new stuff.
Man, Chief Counsel, I need you to come over here and wall-to-wall counsel this dude.
Chief, man, glad you was here. Skills from the Cracker Jack, but I want to see you do better. I'm tired of y'all. I want to see y'all do better, man.
What's up, though, man?
What's up, man? How was your weekend, man?
Hey, I don't even want to talk about it, man.
What's wrong?
Nah, ain't nothing wrong. Next question. Anyway, I'm good though. We all right. We good. You all right?
Yeah. I just had to hit that little button real quick, make sure we was good. Our guest should be unmuted. Let me make sure he unmuted.
Yeah, he in there.
Yeah,
there we go. He on his JO. I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about him. I sent the guest the link. Yeah. He came in. Boom. He was ready. What's up, brother? Then Pete's still over there in the background setting up 75-inch screen.
Sir, how did you like the introduction?
Yeah, the intro was fire. I think we got to work out a little bit of kinks. You know? it was a timing that started over. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. A couple of kinks had to be worked out.
He over here doing the remix with the countdown clock. Come on, man. DJ Scratch and Sniff over here.
But we there. This is called progress.
All right.
And our viewers are here to see the progression. Happen.
No. The progression happens in the background, not while the people looking. Anyway, man. It's Sunday. Y'all already know who it is, man. Them Unpopular Celebrities come right back at you, man. Just happy to be here. Happy to have the supporters jump in. We try to work through what you say the word was. Go ahead. I want you to say it. The Facebook what?
Algorithm.
Say it again.
Algorithm.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to spell that when the show is over.
Hey Siri. How you spell algorithm? That's all I need to do. That's all
but try something different, man. But back at you, man. We got another special guest in here, man. Another unpopular celebrity.
Yeah.
Somebody I got a bit of history with, man. But I want this man to introduce himself, man. What you got over there, sir?
Yeah, what's good, man? Hey, so I'm Henry Edwards. Appreciate y'all for having me on today, man.
Most definitely.
I got to say that I really enjoyed the intro. You know, once those kinks get worked out, man, it's gonna be fire. I'm telling you, man. Brother. Look, hey, but no, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Me and Mike go back to our Shaw days back in Sumter, South Carolina, man. My first assignment back in, man, I got there in 2006.
Yeah, I was there 4.
When did you get there? And 4. Okay, yeah. So we were there, man. But I've been in the Air Force for over 15 years now. Happen to be a second lieutenant now. Spent 13 years on the enlisted side. Was blessed enough to make it up to Master Sergeant. Most of that time was spent in security forces. Yep. So I was about 9.5 years, almost 10 years security forces. The bulk of that was spent in K9, so military working dog handler.
That's why
I wish you would have never said that. Yeah. I wish you would have never said that. Oh man.
A tear in my eye.
Oh my God.
Yo.
K9 leads the way, man. You know what I'm saying? All day.
This is a great show. This is a great show already. It's a great show.
Look, the intro was fire. K9 leading the way.
Yeah. It's a great show,
man.
Why are you even here?
Why you pump this dude up, man?
Great show.
Why you pump this dude up, man? Jeez, man.
Hey, you didn't tell me that.
I wasn't going to tell you. I wasn't going to tell you. He put it out. Now you look. This man, he over here cheesing from ear to ear.
Yeah, I'm happy. We had. I think it's first K9 handling we had.
Shut up, man.
Jones don't really count.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. The floor's still yours.
Yeah.
So I spent about 3.5 years at Shaw, deployed to Afghanistan out there. They went K9 in 2009. PCS out to Vandenberg. Spent about 5 years there. And then from there, I got picked up to go into recruiting. So spent 4 years in Michigan recruiting, actually, and did a lot of things within recruiting. And then from recruiting, got picked up to commission. That was at my 13-year mark. So I'm a force support officer now down here at Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. I actually haven't worked within my career field in almost 2 years. But I'm currently a wing executive officer, which is an awesome experience, man, especially as a second lieutenant. That does not happen at that level. So I got a little bit of knowledge about little things here and there. But that's me. A little over 15 years in. I like the Air Force, but I like it more for what it has done for me and my family. And I like giving back and mentoring everyone out there.
You people got to know you're approachable. I think that word came up a couple episodes ago, man, just being approachable, It's important, bro.
Yeah. I think to add to that, Mike, they got to know that you're human. You know what I mean? They think that you joined as a second lieutenant or you joined as a master sergeant or tech sergeant or whatever the case may be, man. They forget that you're human. I tell you, personally, what helped me realize that was when I went through my divorce almost 4 years ago. And that actually, the person y'all see sitting here is because of that. Like I learned that I wasn't as hot as what I thought I was. You know what I mean? And going through that and then being self-aware enough to grow from that is what has helped me. But sharing my story is what helps other airmen. You get what I'm saying?
Pivotal.
Yeah. So knowing, yes, you need to be approachable, but you need to let them know that you're human and you struggle with things too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think when that connection was made for me is when, I don't want to say I took off, but it's when I connected the dots.
I got you.
Yeah, vulnerability is very, very important to be a leader.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Got to let people know that you're vulnerable and able to share things and everything. Because like you said, success and struggles happen to everybody. Yeah. And some people look at people and be like, oh, man, they never had a struggle in their life.
Right.
That's not the story at all.
Right.
And I'm sure, like, hearing the beginning of your story, 9-10 year master, I'm like, oh, this dude ain't never had a bump in the road in the whole military career. Then he commissioned and everything. Like, oh, he's just successful in everything. He Top Gun over here. Yeah. But it's good to know. Vulnerability is always big. How was your? I guess this is coming from a chief. So officers, especially CGLs, tiptoe or are less hesitant to question chiefs. What are your thoughts about that?
So true. So
really?
True. Oh yeah. You got to think about it, man. Like, even a captain, and hopefully, well, even if there are some captains online, they might get a little offended. A captain is essentially a senior airman.
Okay.
A captain's been in 4 years.
Right.
I mean, so, there are CGOs who are intimidated by chiefs because chiefs when I think a chief carries more weight than a lieutenant colonel, probably up until like a colonel. Like when you're a chief, like you're a chief. Like that to me, that's big.
Yeah, 1%.
So when a CGO hears that, they are afraid to approach that chief who's in their 40s. They've been in the Air Force 20, 25. Some of them command chiefs 30 years. Yeah, whatever the case may be. So I think a lot of CGO, and this is a struggle for me, trying to relate to other CGOs that are still new to the Air Force. People are just afraid to ask the question or afraid to ask for advice. But we got to bridge that gap somehow because there's a lot of knowledge there, as y'all know. But they are hesitant to ask for help, and I think it's because they know the weight that their rank carries, and they don't want to look like they don't know what they're doing.
It might be too personal if you don't want to answer it. I totally understand, but how discouraging or encouraging are your leaders in incorporating your ideas, considering unit culture, dealing with minorities?
That's actually a really good question. So this is when I go back to like leadership matters. So when George Floyd was killed, I was very proud to be in the wing that I was in, because prior to Chief of Staff making a statement, President making a statement, Chief Master Sergeant Air Force, my wing commander sent out an email saying that this is wrong. I don't care what race you are. Right. So at that point, I was like, okay, here we go. This is good, because everybody, as y'all know, was waiting to see what the leaders were going to say about this.
Absolutely.
And then they sent out a tasker, for who was going to be diversity and inclusion officer. And at the time, my supervisor was a lieutenant colonel, and he was like, I think you should put in for this. I think people need to hear your voice. So I had a meeting with the wing commander. I wasn't the exec at this time. I had a meeting with him. I'm working in a fighter wing, so all of the pilots are white males. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he brought me in and was like, Henry, I don't know how to operate within this area. So he basically let me go and took everything that I said, not with a grain of salt, but as truth. You know what I mean? But I know that that's not the norm. Like I am completely aware that that's not what happened everywhere. And then I got hired on as his exec, and with all of the other killings that have happened, and he's taken me in and asked me questions about how to deal with, how does it make me feel, and also like the temperature of the minorities, essentially. Not that I'm the voice for all of the minorities, but I am a part of different minority groups and whatnot. Right. So I was able to equip him to better lead, if that makes sense.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying that. So, but I do know that wasn't the norm, though. Like I had people that I talked to where their commanders at the unit level hadn't even addressed what had happened in any of the situations. And I think sometimes we're so far removed from the airmen who are getting the job done that we're not realizing that, this stuff is affecting them on a daily basis. Like these conversations that aren't happening, or you not saying anything as their leader, it's going to cause some backlash. Right. So I've been very, very blessed with the leadership that I've had, that not only do they ask me questions about anything, it's not just like a social injustice issues, but anything, they respect my opinion enough to actually implement policies based off of my experience.
Right.
Yeah.
I would tell you, first, a shout out, man. I see you out there, Wyatt. What's up, bro? Glad you and the family made it safe down there. But leadership perspective and interest in this particular topic is important, bro.
Yeah.
I've noticed that it has to start from the top down. Because I can talk to who will listen to me, you know what I mean? Right. But there's some people that just don't have to, you know, but then you have someone in a senior leadership position that stands on, hey, this is one of my priorities. Right. Other people start to wake up, you know what I mean? Other people start, at least, even if they may feel quote unquote or forced in a sense, at least at some point they start to educate themselves and learn, or get to somewhere where they hear someone speak and they feel like, I need to be more involved. I need to be a part of the solution actively, right? Even if I don't feel like I'm a part of the problem.
It's okay to not want to or be able to be a master sergeant. Not everybody needs to be leading that many people. Not everybody is good at that. And I think a lot of Air Force leaders in general, we want to always make everyone the next chief or the next master sergeant or the next colonel. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you don't even want that guy to be in charge of the annual summer bash. So why is it that you want him to be a master sergeant, or like that's not his lane? Like I think that as a society, we do a poor job in expecting everybody to be a firewall 5, if you will.
Right.
Everybody is not meant to be that, and we're trying to put everybody in that lane. It's like, why?
Yep.
That's a great point, man. That's a tremendous point.
Yeah, 100. Everybody, what we say, everybody can't be the CEO.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everybody. And you gotta have workers. You gotta have workers that know the job, and then you got people to lead them workers. It has to be that echelon, back and forth. It has to be there, man. But you right on point with that, man. Everybody ain't gonna be that chief. If that staff sergeant know how to do that job and lead those airmen better than anybody else, let him or her be. Let them be.
As long as they understand that, like, if they don't take on whatever extracurricular activity, then they will probably remain that staff. As long as they understand that, they're okay with that.
Yeah.
Then why are we trying to take them out of their lane? You know what I mean? So yes, I do think that that the Air Force could use warrant officers for sure. Yeah. Because you can make a little more money, but still be a technical expertise and do that job, but also still lead at a different level. I believe that the Air Force, not in my lifetime at least, will bring back warrant officers, because we save too much money allowing our senior NCOs to basically do that job.
Yeah.
I'm glad you hit on that point. That's a great point of saying that, you know, 100%. we sometimes over promote people or out promote them in the position that they're good in. Yeah. And sometimes, we give them a new position. It's like, man, I was better at my other position than I was at this one.
Well, and the other side of that, man, is I think that we always expect people to want to stay in for 20 years. True. Not realizing that not everybody needs to stay in 20 years. So I've seen a lot in my career where people will go, I've more so seen it where they'll go to like chiefs or seniors asking for advice. And once the advice is, or once the chiefs are being asked something that's outside of the Air Force, outside of their regular lane, like they just want, like this airman realizes they don't want to be a 20-year chief or whatever the case may be, but they want to grow in a different field. Right. They'll just be written off. Like, oh, you don't want to stay in the Air Force, you're not going to get back to the Air Force, I'm not going to help you grow.